Hey everyone, the last Shoegazer here. Welcome back to another Freaky Finds pickup video. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for stopping by. I have a lot of really cool stuff to share with you that I've added to my collection over the past like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to try to keep the talking to a minimum. I have a lot of piles of different things from a lot of great companies. If you haven't seen my recent Goodwill horror haul, definitely check that out for some other awesome pickups that I was lucky enough to score. I'll leave that in the description box below, a link for that if you want to see that one. Yeah, so let's just dive in. I kind of forget where everything came from. A couple came from Dollar General, Goodwill, online purchases, eBay, straight from some companies. But yeah, some really, really cool stuff. So let's dive in. The original RoboCop, believe it or not, it's the first time I've ever seen this the whole way through from start to finish. Was completely blown away by it. Really gory, 80s goodness, awesome stuff. Really, really cool. And along with that, I got the 2014 remake, which I was pretty pleasantly surprised by as well. A lot of really great actors, including one of my favorites, Michael Keaton. But I thought this was a really good kind of revamped approach to the whole story, but I do love the original. Next one, double feature of some favorites, Mercury Rising and The Jackal. I have another copy of this one that I've had for years on DVD, so this was an upgrade, and I've never added this to my collection until now, and that's a really, really great Bruce Willis film from back in the 90s, so really good stuff. And Straw Dogs. Been curious about this for some time. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Found this at Dollar General for just a couple of bucks. I think it came from like a red box. It has like the little logo sticker on the middle of the disc, but so it was previously viewed, but taken pretty good care of. So a couple bucks for that. And a Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not a huge Jennifer Lawrence fan. Good actress, but this is some horror that she was in. House at the End of the Street, the unrated edition here. Nice combo pack. Another Dollar General pickup. So I have seen this one. I enjoyed it. Nothing amazing, but creepy good time. And this is kind of a random one. I don't know if this is out of print. I'm assuming it is, but this is the Poltergeist, the Legacy Season 1 box set that I got for like $4 from Dollar General. Brand new. It has some nice little mini clear case discs there. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I love the films, but definitely new to the series. And Yoga Hosers. I've heard good things about this from some of my friends within the horror community. This popped up randomly at Dollar General as well. Just a nice DVD copy there. Yeah, might as well give this away. I don't really use these, so first come, first serve. If you would like to use that, see if I can make it darker there for you. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy a digital copy of that one. Sometimes I use those, but not usually. So go ahead and enjoy that. And this is an out of print one. I've seen it before, but this was a nice sealed copy at I think like a grocery store that I popped in and grabbed this, the Haunted Mansion, when I was picking up some things the other week. Good old Eddie Murphy, just a fun Walt Disney time there. And this one's definitely out of print. This is Stephen King's Storm of the Century, another one that I recall seeing parts of, but not the entire thing. Found this at Goodwill. A little scuffed up, but looks like it'll play just fine. So, yep, love my Stephen King. So that is Storm of the Century. And this one I'm really surprised about, and let me know if you guys have heard of any of these movies. This is the Classic Sci-Fi Ultimate Collection Volumes 1 and 2, a really nice set that I found. Not in perfect condition at Goodwill, but nice like outer sleeve here with like, you know, volumes 1 and 2 there, and some cool like almost like comic artwork layouts there, and you can see what's on that. Tarantula, the Mole People, and the Incredible Shrinking Man, the Monolith Monsters, Monster on Campus, Dr. Cyclops, Call to the Cobra, the Land Unknown, the Deadly Mantis, and the Leech Woman. So cool. Dig my sci-fi as well as horror. So that it was a cool collection to find. Speaking of a little sci-fi mixed with horror, I got the Alien 40th anniversary, the 4K Ultra edition there. I just really love that. Looked really nice with like the black. Like I said before, I have yet to have like a 4K player, but it comes with the Blu-ray with some extra special features. I have a number of editions up here as well as elsewhere. Behind me here of this film. I love the Alien franchise. The original is a classic. So yeah, I picked this up the day it came out and can't wait to check it out in this nice edition. So pretty cool. And this next one, definitely didn't need it because I have so many different editions of this film, like all of the newer ones, the Mondo, Steelbook, the new anniversary edition that came out, like the DVD edition and the Blu-ray, like the 4K I actually picked up of that one. But this is the out of print, really nice lenticular slipcase that I found at a really good price. This actually goes for some pretty crazy money on eBay, but I found a copy that popped up like almost, this sucker's like mint. I already have this edition minus the slipcase, but now I have an extra copy plus the slipcase. But yeah, someone took like really good care of this, and I got it for like right around like 10 bucks, I think. So if you can get your hands on this, if you like this awesome Stephen King film, definitely try to get your hands on the lenticular slip if you're a fan of slips like I am. Used to not care about it as much a couple years ago, but ever since I got really heavily into collecting, I'm a sucker for them, especially like Scream Factory and Vinegar Syndrome and companies like that. But yeah, this is a really, really great find in my opinion. Just love it. Love that cover too. So another one here. I tried to get the Blu-ray edition of this a couple of times, but people outbid me a couple times, so I gave up on it, and then I lucked out right around that same time a couple weeks ago and found a nice out-of-print code-red DVD edition of the director's cut of Sweet 16. Yeah, really, really happy about that one. Don't need a Blu-ray of everything. I don't mind picking up a DVD. Sorry, the lighting's not awesome there. I kind of have it locked in for the cloudy day outside. It's kind of dreary, rainy, but I don't want to change it now and screw it up. So anyway, yeah, I was really, really happy about this. Let me know what you think of this one. I'm pretty new to this film. Love the cover art. Have always been taken by it, so I'm glad I finally found a nice copy at a really good price. It wasn't skyfed up right away. And we have a nice out-of-print Anchor Bay Lamberto Bava film of Macabre. However you like to say that. I know some people say Macabre, but Macabre. Yeah, I've seen parts of this, really just like the trailer and some like video clips on YouTube. Looks pretty messed up, but a pretty, pretty cool time there. So got that at a really nice price on eBay the other week. Disc is in like perfect condition, has the nice artwork insert there as well. Yeah, I've been scoring some pretty good ones there. The other week I got the double feature of The Initiation and the Mountaintop Motel Massacre, and also A Blade in the Dark. And then this one to add to that. I know they're kind of like in a double feature together too, but I ended up getting them separately in really good condition. Next one is also out of print and goes for pretty crazy money. I saw this for the first on my buddy Joe, the Horror Man's channel. He had an edition of this, and definitely recommended picking it up for fans of like slashers, Friday the 13th, stuff set in the woods. And this is good old Campfire Tales, a nice sealed copy there, brand new. I got it for like less than, like right around like $20. Got it from a great seller on eBay. eBay's been just treating me like a king. I try to dig deep and kind of stay with it, you know, every like free like moment I get if I'm in like a movie hunting mood and I don't have time to get out with having a, you know, family, 2 kids and a full-time job and other responsibilities, playing in my worship band. It's just a weekly whirlwind. So it's been sort of like a little mini like pastime, to add some cool stuff to my collection, and in sticking with it, I have been able to find some really cool stuff. So I definitely recommend, you know, perusing eBay every now and again, checking out the out of print horror stuff. Just, you know, I type in just like Scream Factory and see what's up for auction and ending soon and what's posted, you know, new that day. And yeah, find some pretty cool out of print collector's editions at nice prices, and been lucky to make some good offers that people have taken. So yeah, some really good, you know, fellow collectors out there wanting to share some stuff they're weeding out of their collections too. So good old Campfire Tales. Once again, I know I saw parts of that back in the day, but it's been a while. So glad to have that one in my collection now. Move some things around here. Speaking of some out of print collector's editions here, this is good old Mad Max, brand new sealed copy I got for I think $9 on eBay last week, and this just came in the other day. Love Mel Gibson in this one. This is just a cult classic. I have the regular, I think MGM, little like red kind of case that popped up at Walmart there earlier, like the past couple years. I got that one, but yeah, I've been wanting to get this one with the nice Scream Factory commissioned artwork there for a while now, and then the alternate artwork, which I'll be flipping around on the actual case. So can't beat a nice, you know, crisp cornered out of print slip of a classic film like that for that price. That's awesome. So I'm really happy about that. And another collector's edition here that was taken really good care of. I have the double feature of this one and the sequel, good old Jeepers Creepers. This takes me back to good old days of watching stuff with my good buddy Steven, my horror buddy who passed away a number of years ago now. This is one that always takes me back because this is you know, a favorite of ours. So the nice you know, original artwork there with the newly commissioned artwork. I mainly got it just to have the slip and just the full-blown artwork there, because of the double feature that I have sitting behind me here with part 2 just kind of has it kind of squished, and then like the same artwork of part 2 kind of on the second half. But this comes like loaded with special features, if you can see that with enough light there, if you want to pause it. But yeah, just was really blown away with the price I got on this one and the condition it's in. It's like it's brand new with both discs looking great. And then one I actually reviewed a couple of weeks ago. I've had sitting on a pile back here. I wanted to show it sooner than this, but good old Superstition. I think I did an unboxing too of it. Yeah, I did. So check that out if you want to see what this looks like a little closer in some better light. But really great film. Check out my review to hear my thoughts on it. Really creepy good stuff. Slasher or supernatural witch kind of stuff. Really, really good. And one that I actually have yet to see, but came highly recommended to me, and I finally pulled the trigger on it, and that's The Final Terror. Nice Scream Factory edition of that one. So really excited to see this. Some awesome slasher goodness in the woods. I think this has like a little bit of a supernatural element to it as well. But yeah, share your thoughts on this one. Haven't seen it, but heard really good things, and this was really in good condition as well. Along those lines, nice Anchor Bay one here. Not as in good condition as I had hoped it would come in, but Lost After Dark. Got this from a nice seller on eBay at a really good price, so can't complain. That'll be a first watch for me, but I've heard really good things about it. Love the cover art there. It looks really cool. So Lost After Dark. And keep with the horror theme here. I have a couple other random ones there. It's nice, really nice Vinegar Syndrome edition here with the, I believe now out of print, sold out slipcover. They just rock the slipcovers there, man. Just nice and thick and nice matte finish with some like gloss mixed in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but Dark Room looks like a really, really cool kind of obscure slasher. Pretty crazy. But I did flip this around. yeah, thought it was really, really cool. And I got this straight from Vinegar Syndrome. A couple editions like this I've been getting over the past year or so from sellers on eBay when they're not going for insane prices. I don't want to pay anything crazy for just a slip cover, even though I do like them. But yeah, I just got this straight up from Vinegar Syndrome before. I think it sold out actually this past week. I got it a couple weeks ago when they still had a handful left. So anyway, another one I haven't seen yet. Really excited to check it out. I love the clips that I've seen of it so far. And next one, have the out of print DVD of this one. This is good old Fright Night. This is the Eureka collector's edition, special edition, collector's edition on Blu-ray. Really nice clear case, kind of looks like an Arrow edition, but this is actually my first one from Eureka. So yeah, nice classic, you know, title there to kick off that entry into a new company. Looks like it has a ton of special features. You probably won't be able to see that, but I'm sure there's unboxings on YouTube. But really, really cool, awesome artwork. And a classic that I've really wanted to pick up for some time. This is another Scream Factory edition of Ghost Story. Heard nothing but good things. Looks like a really awesome lineup of some class acts there. Good old Fred Astaire, some other really good ones. Looks like a really dark, kind of gothic, creepy ghost story. Awesome, like haunted house setting. Just looks really, really cool. Been wanting to add that to my collection for a while now. And along those lines, some ghost stories. This is a highly sought after, sold out, very rare, throw every like word like that out there, of Screams of a Winter Night. I have been wanting to pick this up for a while. I missed out whenever they just released like a small amount, and they sold out very, very quickly from Code Red. But yeah, I scored a brand new, this was sealed copy for I think like under $30. I'm pretty sure it was one that just popped up amongst others that were going for anywhere from like 40 to I think like around like $100, because they only made so many of these. But was really, really happy to add that to my collection. Can't wait to see this. My buddy Joe made me a homemade copy earlier last year, and then this does include the yeah, the long lost fourth story, and then this is the uncut, like 124-minute director's edition, new 2K scan. So if you can get your hands on this, some really, really creepy awesomeness in this. So Screams of a Winter Night. This was probably my most exciting discovery in this collective haul here. So yeah, really, really happy about that one. Leave some comments on this if you were lucky enough to pick up a copy, if you're looking for one. You know, like I said, they're going for you know, pretty insane prices on eBay, and I believe that's the only place that you can get them. A couple other sites were offering them. I forget what other site I saw randomly last week. They had like a couple copies left at like a normal price, but I had already picked this up. So search it out. It's out there. Another one, this was probably like the next biggest one that I was excited about. I wanted to pick up the Vinegar Syndrome edition, but I actually kind of like the look of this one better, and there's some cooler stuff surrounding this one, and that's good old Blood Harvest. I'm new to this, but I've watched so many clips now, I feel like I know what I'm in for. Good old Tiny Tim, and I think his first and only on-screen performance other than his musical performances, which were always really out there, but really cool. I always think of his Tiptoe Through the Tulips and Insidious. It's so creepy. But yeah, seemed like such a cool guy, and I'm really excited to have this. This is the 88 Films out of print and recalled edition here. That has the original artwork there. This one came in like perfect mint condition. They just said they were clearing out some stuff in their collection, but there was all kinds of like copyright, like rights issues. I think a lawsuit surrounding this one, the 88 Films release of it, that you know, caused a whole bunch of controversy, and I think they just like recalled it and just wrote it off as not being available anymore to purchase through them. But yeah, so this is one of those recalled editions with the slip, perfect condition. Definitely let me know what you think of this one. If you prefer, like the cover of this one has a little bit more green to it. Image is flipped upside down. The Vinegar Syndrome one looks a little bit more like bright red and white that pops. It looks really sick too. But yeah, that's the 88 Films Blu-ray of Blood Harvest. Speaking of blood, good old Blood Lake. Did a little bit of like an unboxing, and I also did a review earlier. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out. Really cool, kind of indie shot on video homemade slasher that kind of became a sort of a cult classic among slasher fans. Another one that Joe got me into, good old Blood Lake from AGFA and Bleeding Skull. But yeah, I showed this like a month or so ago. I got this the day it came out, pre-ordered it, and I think I did an unboxing like the same day it released. So check that out if you want to see what that looks like. Some cool artwork there. Another cool clear case one. This is an Anchor Bay. I have a number of editions of this one now, but this is Phantasm, just a wonderful film from Don Coscarelli. Jason from Horrific Nightmares got me hooked on this one a while back, and I've just since gotten even more hooked on the whole franchise here. But a nice out of print Anchor Bay one that I think I got for around $5 that someone took really good care of. Really happy about that as well. Random Goodwill find here from Anchor Bay, the Barons with the cool like embossed slipcase. I know nothing about this, but looks like a neat wilderness horror film, kind of creepy. So there's that. And a Roger Corman's classic. This is a new Concord out of print edition I found at the grocery store, sealed, brand new, of Hollywood Boulevard. I think this is actually going for like higher prices, especially like the I forget if it's Code Red. I think Code Red did a Blu-ray edition of this one that's definitely going for some crazy prices. But yeah, I'm always happy with a nice brand new DVD, nice thick old school case here with some, looks like a lot of nice special features. Yeah, so I have a couple of these like old new Concord Roger Corman editions in my collection now. And then switching it up here just a little bit, getting into some like superhero kind of stuff. This is the Walmart exclusive Blu-ray release of Hellboy and Hellboy 2. Yeah, just kind of a random pickup there. Have the slipcase DVD edition of the original. Kind of got hooked on that like over the holidays. But yeah, I was kind of surprised by how much I enjoyed the original Hellboy. And have the sequel there in that nice pack. And then this is a really nice combo pack, a really like thick case of the Amazing Spider-Man. Like I think, yeah, Blu-ray, DVD, and I think there's even a third disc in here. Yeah, I kind of forget. I think there is though. One I've only seen parts of. I do like the original with like Tobey Maguire. Not a huge like Spider-Man fan. I was more into like Batman over the years, but yeah, I found this at Goodwill for like $2 or $3, and like the discs were in like perfect condition. And I think it's an out of print set too as well, not being made anymore. But yeah, and then Walmart brought out a really cool kind of like vintage looking line. I always like when they bring out some newer stuff. It's just a gimmick, to suck in people like myself to get another edition of something. But this is actually my first edition of one that I've wanted to see for a while. I love shark movies if they're done right. The Meg, I've heard mixed reviews about it, but it looks like a fun time. And with a nice, slipcase like that on Blu-ray with the original artwork, yeah, I thought, that's perfect. It'll be a nice first edition of a film that I've heard some pretty cool reactions about. I know some people didn't really like it, but it's got good old Rainn Wilson in there from The Office. Excited to see him in action in this, but I don't know if Walmart has too many of those left anymore. I don't see that whole line lasting as much as like the old retro VHS ones that came out like last year that I really jived on. This next one has Tony Todd in it. The Final Wish, I've heard really nothing about it, have yet to see it. Picked it up like better part of like 3 weeks ago, so this kind of was my first pickup of this haul. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to show here while I'm talking. So The Final Wish, let me know what you think of that one. Has Lynn Shay from Insidious. Yeah, so there's that. And then thanks again to my friends at Wild Eye for not only a cool enamel pin and some Wild Eye mints there, and a nice announcement of the Scary Stories documentary coming out there. Can't wait to see that, as well as Guillermo del Toro's treatment of the book series that I loved as a kid. Thanks again for Dark Sister, Killer Campout, Silk Scream, Countryside, and Rust. And yeah, last but not least, I got this to go with my Moonchild Blu-ray set from Cult Epics. This is the very brief soundtrack from Dead Can Dance. I do a review of Moonchild on my channel. I did that a while ago, like earlier last year. Really, really good film, kind of sci-fi. It's pretty out there. It's really good. It's right up my alley. Pretty obscure too. So like almost like a combination of like 2001 Space Odyssey. Has a very like The Shining kind of like Kubrick look to it, mixed with like like Indiana Jones almost. Like it's kind of adventure mixed with sci-fi. It's really kind of weird, but I don't think they did isolated like remastering. I think they just kind of took it right from the film. You can hear some like you know, parts of the film going on along with the music. It does sound like remastered really good, but I think that is sold out at this point. They only had like a limited amount of them, but I like the artwork on it, and I'm a music guy too. So anyway, that was a lot. Leave some comments, let me know what you think of what I grabbed over the past couple of weeks. I like doing like the little mini pickup videos in between my freaky finds, so I think these are going to be like maybe like once a month kind of thing at this point. I was doing them every week, but I was getting like way too much stuff each week that I did like once again here. So yeah, every couple of weeks I'll be doing these freaky find larger pickup videos, as well as all the other stuff I do. So thanks as always for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're all doing well. All right, have a good one. Bye.